Have you ever decided to try to change your diet to lose weight but quickly gave up after the first trip to the grocery store because of how complicated it is? Or maybe because of how ridiculously expensive some healthy foods are? Like seriously, I've been to the store and seen some nuts cost more than $20, and organic fruits and vegetables are usually close to twice the cost of non-organic ones. And buying all the ingredients to make a salad can be truly overwhelming and much more expensive than your usual unhealthy meals. Trust me, we've all been there. When I decided to change my diet, I felt overwhelmed, and I had the idea that it would be too expensive to do so. But over time, I noticed that eating healthy isn't actually more expensive or more complicated. It's just different, and I've learned a lot since I started buying healthy. In today's video, I'll be breaking down the best tips and tricks that I learned to help you diet on a budget. And stick around to the end of the video for tips on how to keep the weight off. If you like this video, please like, comment, hit the notification bell, and help me get to 50 subscribers. Okay, so let's get started. So tip number 1, shop the U. Shopping the U refers to sticking to the perimeter of the store when doing groceries. The whole foods and the real food, such as fruits, veggies, meat, dairy products, and the baked goods are found there. Of course, there are some exceptions with some healthy foods being located in the aisles and some differences depending on the store. But the rule of thumb is that the more you can buy in the U or the perimeter of the store and the less in the aisles, the better. This tip is number 1 because it's a crucial tip for starting to do groceries for healthy foods, but not necessarily for buying healthy foods on a budget. Tip number 2, have a plan and stick to it. In other words, create a grocery list. When it comes to creating a grocery list, my best tip is to pick a date and time to plan your meals for the week and to make the list of what you need. In creating the list, make sure to check your fridge and cabinets to avoid buying things in double. Sticking to a grocery list allows you to buy only the things you need and to reduce the chances that you'll need to have to go to the store over and over and over again throughout the week. Tip number 3, shop for sales and look at the brand for items on your list. The reality is that shopping for sales and looking at the brand of items on your list can make your trip to the grocery store a bit longer. But trust me, I've been able to save so much money over the years by doing this. When it comes to sales, if there's an item that you use a lot, whether it's cereal, certain meats, or something that can be frozen, don't hesitate to buy it in bulk. It may be a bit more expensive in the moment, but you will save in the long run. But please check the expiration dates to make sure that you're not going to waste the foods that you're buying on sale. The goal is to save, not to throw money in the garbage. And when it comes to looking at the brands, the reality is that generic brands are up to 40% cheaper and just as good. But it's still important to look at the prices for all the items because sometimes the name brands are on sale even cheaper than the generic brands. So take your time at the store and consider the different options. Tip number 4, try replacing meat a few times per week with other protein sources, such as seeds, eggs, canned fish, and beans, which are all much cheaper than meat. You can even add these foods to other recipes such as salads, sandwiches, casseroles, and much more. These are all very inexpensive, very nutritious, easy to prepare, and don't spoil quickly. If you're not used to cooking with these foods, I will add some links in the description section below with some amazing recipes. Tip number 5, buy frozen fruits and vegetables. Frozen fruits and veggies are just as healthy, last much longer, and are usually much cheaper. Frozen fruits and vegetables are great for smoothies, cooking, dessert, and just to eat. Tip number 6, cook in bulk and use your leftovers. Having leftovers is an amazing way to save time and money. That way, one dinner can also give you a lunch the following day or another dinner on a day that you're too lazy to cook. The reality is that when the fridge is empty, that's when we're most tempted to get junk food and takeout. And trust me when I say it's hard to resist this temptation, especially when you're hungry. So now that I've given you my top 6 tips to dieting on a budget, here's a list of healthy and cheap foods that you can look for at the store. 1 is for fruits and vegetables. Consider buying cabbage, potatoes, carrots, onions, squash, broccoli, apples, bananas, oranges, and canned or frozen options. 2 is grains, such as pasta or brown rice. 3 is plant-based protein, such as dry beans, lentils, edamame, and peanut butter. And then 4 is animal-based protein, such as eggs, chicken thighs instead of breasts, flank steak, ground beef, stewing meat, and yogurt in large tubs. Now to answer the age-old question, how to keep the stupid weight off. My number 1 tip for keeping weight off once you've lost it is to practice the art of moderation. Even the most healthy people have cheat meals. For example, I love to eat healthy, but once or twice per week, I just want to eat some fast food or chips, and that's fine too. The key truly is moderation, because you won't lose weight if you're just eating junk food every day, and you're not going to stick to a diet if you never allow yourself to give in to your cravings. I hope this video was useful and you can implement some of these strategies into your everyday life.